position on the other side. Like, where is the enemy? Can I go for the rotation? Can I make the gank on time? So timing is going to be really, really important here in this game.
Exactly. And as for Weibo Gaming, I would say this is a really, really early game play style. So if they can get control in the mid lane, then they can just go wherever they can and just, trying to do a lot of invasion. Yeah,
I feel like Princess Frog definitely got that priority in the mid laner. But look at here. Actually, they started with Arlie. Great strategy, by the way. This way that, Princess Frog can go down to the farms lane and deal with Lone in the early. Wow, Arlie kind of, get that ball rolling, get that, get that go going so he can get more item, maybe ahead of Lone.
And also, VKS did a really nice one. They let Musashi to get his open on top side, but here comes Byron. Flash in, first blood has been down.
But look at here. This Mai Shinui coming in, pick up the kill here. Byron goes down. 1-for-1 trade here. No problem at all. VKS be like, you take down my top laner, well, I'm going to take down your top laner as well.
Oh, it's already getting really spicy right now.
Yes.
It hasn't been 2 minutes, but already 2 kills happened. And both team actually did a really nice setting for their opening. For example, VKS let Musashi to be with this Dharma and guaranteeing themselves the River Sprite. But the problem is that since Weibo Gaming let Ali to play in the mid at first, so they can rotate faster than Mai in the early game and try to back up his teammate.
That's right. And already level 4 here for Jin versus Houdini right now playing Musashi already level 3, but he is missing one buff. Already taking a buff away from the other side. Weibo Gaming is a step ahead. Ooh, might be a little bit dangerous for Lone here. We got Limport coming up to the bottom lane here. Also, Princess Frog is maintaining his distance. Playing it really safe here for Weibo Gaming.
Exactly. But still, Weibo Gaming, I guess they really need to switch it back because the gold that they can get from those minions at the bottom, well, far more than the one that they can get from the mid lanes. So definitely they need to let Arlie to rotate down and try to do the counter attack towards this Loon pick.
Yes, I feel like Arlie is getting experience from both lanes, and definitely that shift to the bottom lane is going to be a little bit better since farms lanes minions do have extra goals versus the mid laners here.
True. And also, Arlie can be a really nice pick at the blue side is because her second ability can block away those projectile damaged out, and for Lone, his passive allowing him to do a lot of versatile damage by using that kind of projectile damage. So that's gonna be a really nice counter attack.
Yeah, I feel like Lone's ability, like second skills plus the first skill, enhances the auto attack, and that is gonna be a skill. And look at here, this is gonna be the Arlie going in with the kill, and they got the kill on the mid laner. Mai Shinui goes down. That's another point in Weibo Gaming's pocket.
Mai is doing really good. He's using the vision that she has in the mid and use her second ability to froze Mai, which is really hard since you're trying to get those mobile heroes down, but he just did it. And a really interesting story I heard about Weibo Gaming is that Mai wants to shave his head because he just wants to be fully concentrated into the game, and right now Weibo Gaming is doing so. JZ coming in, get another kill, but it's gonna be Lone taking the revenge for his teammates. And it's going to be Byron coming in. Musashi always be waiting, but Niap has been frozen by this Princess Frog, so it might be the end of the game right now.
Ooh, right there. That's a lot of stuff happening. I mean, the chaos here. I mean, Mirrorblade went in, used the ultimate, got a really good start. I feel like Weibo Gaming has the advantage here, but Lone came in and finished with the crucial knockback and crucial control. And now the power shifted to VKS after getting the first Tyrant in their possession.
And speaking to VKS composition, the later, the stronger. So they don't really need to worry about their early game. They can just, get those Tyrants down and try to feed up this Lone pick.
Oh, Mai Shinui might be a little bit too dangerous here. A little bit overstepping while Guhan and Colin getting the kill here. And definitely VKS have to wait for the late game here. As you know, this Lone, definitely his damage is going to come in. And also, he probably need that Siege Breaker or some kind of, that 3-set
Exactly.
Torment, Master Sword, and the Eternity Blade.
Exactly, and here comes Danny with Niap again. Always gonna be Niap and Danny play as the most coordinated duo on the top side and take that Guoyu down.
Yes, they've been working together for a very, very long time.
For over 2 years right now.
Yeah, over 2 years, and that is gonna be the composition, and they have a lot of really good teamwork and coordination. You can see it right there, getting that kill on Byron on the top lane.
But still, it's quite an even game. Check the goal, check the kills, and also check the equipment that these two marksmen have. Because as I said, the later, the stronger in terms of this lone pick. So definitely lone is just chilling out and just having his good time. But as for early, I won't say it's gonna be an easy game for early since it's getting later and later.
Oh yeah, I feel like this early does have so much play potentials. But definitely lone, that late game damage is crazy high. So definitely you want to avoid that damage using that umbrella. Blocking that projectile as much as possible here. But I feel like Weibo Gaming, time might be a little bit of an issue because they do want to end this game a little bit faster. But I do feel like Weibo Gaming does have a slight advantage, judging from the statistics, coming in from these 2 days of battles.
And here, Weibo Gaming would do a lot of evasion constantly since they got control of the timing of the blue buff, just like what they're doing right now. And they're chasing for this. My used up all of his skills. And Flash is the only skill that she left. So there's no way for one to get out.
Yes, but the reinforcement, the cavalry has arrived here.
Lung's coming.
Taken down, and 1 kill, 2 kill, but what about his Dharma going down? 1 for 1 trade, 2 for 2 trade actually. Pretty even trade here. My Shinui came a long way. He kind of like bought a little bit more time for VKS reinforcement to show up, but still, Weibo Gaming stand up to them and ended up with an even trade.
Well, the thing is, Weibo Gaming is trying to execute what they usually do, trying to get the blue buff on the side of VKS to take it away. But they're kind of just be distracted by Wan's mind. Because Wan was at the rear of Weibo Gaming, right, trying to threaten them. So it's kind of like a miscommunication out there for Weibo Gaming, as they also use all of those ulti, try to take that Might down. It's going to be the counter-attack from VKS because everyone is really, having good abilities and have really nice HP bar.
Yeah, I feel like Weibo Gaming has to start pushing the tower here. The battle is going to be happening. Luke almost went down. The ultimate came in at the last second, and he's going to stay alive. He's probably having a lot of go right now. A lot of kill counts here for Lone, and I feel like that damage is going to be building up, and he's going to be really stacked later on. So yeah, Weibo Gaming better watch out for those damages.
And that's why we can see a lot of potential play from this Lone, because his ulti can let him to be unchargeable and just dodge the one shot from Weibo Gaming. But as for Weibo Gaming, we will say everything's depending on Jin right now. Kronlin needs to lead the pace. He really needs to organize it and try to use these kind of chance and try to sneak in, breaking out his ulti.
Ooh, almost taking out this Shunbeam right here, but the battle is going to be for the Tyrant here. Let's see what's going to happen. Everyone is around the Dragon Pit here. The Dragon Pit is still secure, however, Weibo Gaming trying to find their way around the jungle here. Mid tower almost getting pushed in, Weibo Gaming still keeping it cool right now. They want to play it safe, but they also want to be a little bit risky, but they want to take down this Lone as soon as possible.
If they want to do so, they really need to let Kronlin to be there. Jin need to break out his ulti and just dash in, did those insta-kill towards this Lone. Especially they need to do that with a absent the absence of this ulti.
Yeah, definitely I feel like the burst damage is enough here. We got Byron, we got, Mirror Blade. We got a lot of hero that has a lot of burst damage potential. And as long as they get those consecutive CC control on Lone, I mean, it should be okay. As long as they take down this backline, take down this Lone, the rest shouldn't be a problem here.
So so this is what Weibo Gaming is trying to do right now. They need to let Lianpo or Byron to force out this ulti just like this, and they're trying to do that.
Whoa, great control here, knocking down one here. One goes down here. That's going to be another point here for Weibo Gaming, and that's going to be leading up the jungle opening, actually, going in with the blue buff. That's definitely they're going to get this blue buff under control. Bottom lane also doing really, really good right here. A little bit worried for VKS here.
Yes, this might be the turning point about this game, especially we're hitting the 10 minutes mark. 4 seconds, 3 seconds for the Overlord and the Dark Tyrants to spawn. And Weibo Gaming definitely get a full map control, and Danny trying to sneak in and try to do some burst of damage. Oh, nice CC!
Nice CC from Dharma, but Dharma rolls down. The ultimate was enough actually to scare Weibo Gaming away. And right here, VKS still have control of the river, and now they're going to grant this Tyrant, and that's a 10 minutes Tyrant right here.
Ooh.
Great job on VKS. They have a lot of damage buff right now. They can go in for the team fight. They don't have to be scared anymore.
And they didn't check out the vision. Actually, Jin is hiding in this bush, but Sunbin is the only target she can find. But to be honest, I really like the timing that VKS catch, right? Even though they got one members in deficit, mine wasn't that enough, but they still using Sunbin's ulti and try to silence each enemies, compared up with this Niyab, this Dharma, to use his ulti and just knock everybody back on the walls and make that beautiful CC happen. And that's something I would say not seeing that good for Weibo Gaming, because they are a little bit reckless, or they just lower their guard since they do believe that they got the whole control of the river.
Oh, right here, here's the Swim Beam, the speed boost going in, and he's gonna be Purpose Frost going down. Loon using the ultimate to get away just in time to secure his health bars right now. Wow, I thought Weibo Gaming actually had the upper edge before this game, but right now, they're pretty even. I'm really surprised to see VKS after like yesterday's game. They do so well today.
Oh, and this is a solo kill. I always like solo kill, but it seems like she did a tower dive. I mean, one did a tower dive, so he might got that last dish from this tower. But no worries, still a solo kill. And right now, Jin Kunlin is hiding in the bush again. Try to make a dragon snap, but Musashi just changed his target, getting into this Byron, and Sasa already being unstoppable.
That's right. Here's gonna be Jing versus 2 versus 3 actually. He can get the kill on the Shelby, but gets knocked out by the Dharma here. A little bit worried for Weibo Gaming now, as VKS is starting to pick up the pace. And look at here, Loon goes down, but the rest of the team are still alive here. And they almost even got the 10 minutes Overlord.
I can even feel the hype out there, because these decisions are really play head-to-head. No one had ever think about, microing the game, caring about the lanes. Everyone just fight till the end.
Yes, it's a battle to the death right here. And look at here, Weibo Gaming, I mean, they're still noticing that VKS is getting a little bit stronger. So those punches are starting to hurt right now.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, it wasn't that much, but now late game, wow, that Loon is probably stacked on the damages.
Because I do believe Sasa already got 3 items in his hand, and it's because the critical damage, or even got this Siege Breaker.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
It's fully decked out, this man.
Yes.
He's gonna carry the game from now on.
Oh, but look at here. Princess Frost got the Splendor, so she's gonna have some, time to avoid some of those damages, but time is gonna be running out. VKS already invading the red area of the jungle of Weibo Gaming. Weibo Gaming is a little bit in trouble, but look at here. Maishuni just jumping too early. He's getting knocked down. Dharma knocked down the Arlie. Arlie goes down. 1-for-1 trade here, but VKS is not quitting it. Using the ultimate, jumping into the back line, trying to get some hits on this Limpo. Limpo got away, but he still took Byron down. And here's go down with the Princess Frost as well. So look at here. Dragon still on the bottom lane right now. We might even see a high ground tower goes down here.
This is what we're looking forward to seeing. So, I mean, Sasa definitely with this Siege Breaker Lord outplay this game. He's carrying his team and try to close out the game. There's 2 Vanguards at the bottom. The Vanguards are coming in. And Limp will break out his ulti, but here comes the Jin. He has been totally vanished from this kind of CC.
Yes, there's still a lot of time here. I mean, Arlie trying to go back, trying to do his best all he can, but the Dragons are moving in, and they're clicking out the crystal, and that's going to be it. VKS, Vivo Keystars secure the first battle.
VKS being the underdog, but men from Brazil will never let you down. They did their best, and right now for game 1, they're hitting the match point. They beat Weibo Gaming in the first game, which come from Malaysia and had 4 wins in their hand from their group stage. But right now, check it out, VKS. Uphill challenge, but they made it.
I like that, man. I mean, they're a little bit bumpy, you know, in the beginning of the first 2 days, but this is day 3 already. They've been used to this game already. They're already warmed up. They're ready for this, and they got the win from Weibo Gaming. I mean, Weibo Gaming had a really nice stats, but, you know, they still got the win. Let's go back to the studio, and let's see what do they think about this.
You thought it was gonna be easy? It is never easy. People thought that Vivo Keystars was going to be dead easily, but no. They came in, stood on business, sent Weibo Gaming down the drain, and right now they're 1-0 up. Boys, this was an electrifying match.
Honestly, the smile could not be bigger on my face right now for the Brazilian region. Up 1 point against the Malaysian beast that Weibo Gaming have been for this entire tournament. I am so ecstatic for VKS.
And this was such a back and forth game as well. It's by far the closest game that we've had so far today in the quarterfinals. Whether it's Weibo Gaming, the ones going in with Lian Po, whether it's Musashi going in for Vivo Key. But I feel like overall, Vivo Key were just a lot better at the execution in terms of the team fights. It was a setup from the likes of the Dharma. The Dharma was so huge. The Musashi as well. If they can catch one of the members of Weibo off guard, then that's what gave them that bit of an advantage.
It was very difficult just to find one player that actually just carried. It was all 5 of them that they really took turns to carry the team.
Absolutely, and this gold graph really does show it, but just back to Stu's point there, that the Dharma has just been sitting in that bush trying to pick off the Ali, but that was the main point that you saw for VKS, is get that Ali at the equation, we'll go in, and that's what it did. Even if it was a 1-1 trade, they dominated on it.
I mean, the objectives as well, Vivo Key being able to secure so many of the objectives in the end as well. I think the big turning point was definitely that fight over at the Shadow Tyrant, being able to Dharma pushing up against the wall, the Ali, as you mentioned, that was that big massive team fight, and that's what got Vivo
the momentum going,
advantage.
man.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
started the momentum. It was just the train that just sent VKS all the way to destroy the crystal.
Yes, and just looking at that, you can see the gold difference there. I mean, even between the farm lane, it's only 1k gold difference, and between the jungle, it's neck and neck.
Yeah.
But like you were saying there, Stu, it's just all about the execution that VKS did. It was just phenomenal, and it was just a brilliant game to watch.
I mean, even though one had, according to the KDA, a pretty bad game on Mai in the end, you know, getting caught out quite a few times, but it just shows that this team has so many carries. Sometimes it could be Seiza down in the farm lane, sometimes it's one in the mid, sometimes it's Danny as well. I think Danny stepped up absolutely huge as well. We know that in day number 1, Vivo Key struggled in the group stage, but I feel like this whole team is just growing throughout the tournament, and they all stepped up absolutely huge, and they could cause a huge upset.
I would say, man, like I'm not going to say that it was Weibo Gaming's fault, but the way that Mena played that Sunbin was amazing, because every single initiation, every single time that Weibo Gaming had an opportunity to go and try to start a fight, they were always just trying to go onto Mena, and that was not the right call.
No, yeah, because I mean, her ultimate can silence as well, and having such huge AoE ultimates from the Lian Po, from the Jing as well, just really negated it and just made it so much easier for Niap to come in, Danny to come in, and Seiza as well, just playing that Jing to perfection.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the, I guess, the rhythm of the moment in terms of the meta. You know, we can see that the kind of assassin-like junglers are kind of struggling in this type of meta at the moment. The likes of Jing, just because of the lockdown as well. The lockdown from the Musashi, if you can lock down that Jing, she can't dash around as often. She can't use her ultimate as much as well. And I think that's one of the big differences right now. we want to see some flashy plays. We want to see some aggressive junglers being played. But at the moment, it's type of meta. It's all about the tanky, the bruisers in the jungle.
Yes,
Look at that, man. They knew it and they felt it, man. Like, it was just an amazing game, a great way how to see them in there on the stage being so passionate about that, right? Like that Latino vibe going in there, man, and just really enjoying their very best. Amazing performance by VKS. We're extremely happy that they are bringing it in. On the other side, Weibo Gaming, not their best performance. Can they turn things around, though?
I still think they could turn things around. I still feel like they can just go back to the draft, go back to the drawing board of what they used to play in as well, maybe switch up the bans ever so slightly as well. I still feel like Weibo Gaming have a chance. This is the only other game they've dropped, except for the KPO Dream Team. I mean, it's going to be close, though. I mean, that first game was just down to the absolute wire.
That was amazing, man. Let's see the MVP for this game. It is going to be the White Sasser with the long. Amazing performance, 617 KDA.
Yeah, we've already quite commented on it there, and he says it there himself, just telling people to like, hey, calm down, take a minute. Us Brazilians are going to take this one, hopefully, into a 2-0. But I feel like with Weibo Gaming, if they certify a better draft, we could see a 1-1 here. We were all predicting that maybe AG and Team Secret were going to be the only 2-1 game. I feel like this could be that game as well.
I think the big thing as well is that Weibo were actually target banning in terms of the first banning phase. You know, target banning the Lady Sun, which is something that we don't really see too often. Target banning the Hino as well, which sometimes what we see, it just left open so many picks for Vivo Keed. They first picked the Ali in the end, didn't really work out, but then on the other side, Vivo Keed got the Musashi, got the Mai, got the Long in the first 3 picks. So I feel like Weibo Gaming, instead of going for them target bans, you need to try and ban out some of these meta heroes at the moment that are just so powerful.
That's an amazing way for VKS just to get back into the match, man, because nobody was actually thinking much about them. Even the coach. Do you remember that when we had the interview, the coach said, like, we're very clear that we're not the favorites to take the victory right over here, but we're just gonna come and do our very best.
Yeah, I think the big thing as well is that me and Blam were lucky enough to speak to Vivo Keed after their group stage yesterday as well. Being able to just be so big in terms of, you know, their confidence going into this.
Yep, and I mean, it all shows on that stat board there with Seiza with the 85k damage, and then all those teamfight rates coming through, other than the Mai Shiranui, which we already commented on, was being used as sort of like a bait to get that Ali in, take her out. She may get traded, but then VKS with that teamfight was just phenomenal.
Excellent performance by them. Now on the other side, Weibo Gaming are going to have to try to turn things around. Guiyu is going to talk to us a little bit about what is going on over there in Weibo Gaming.
我是鬼宇，我是对抗路。我们的打野是空灵，我们的中单是顾怀，我们的射手是 JD， 还有我们的辅助是诺诺。感觉很开心，第一次能来这么大的舞台。我们是马来西亚的分部，对我来说 KPL 梦之队吧，因为他们很强。我们团队只要团结一心，每个人都向同一个目标一起加油。如果拿了冠军，对我来说是我职业道路很好的开始。感谢你们的支持，我会好好加油。 展示最好的自己，做大做强，再创辉煌。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Amazon Arena, and that was an electrifying match. Wow, couldn't believe it. VKS actually got the 1-0, and now this is going to be game point for VKS. I am so proud of them. I feel like their coaches should be really proud of their team as well.
And I'm really proud of these people because VKS, they have been competing in HoK a lot of competitions over like 2 years right now. And we can see Niab, Danny being the best duo on the top side. And Sasa, he joined VKS, if I'm correct, that was from Invitational Season 2. So it has been a long time. But you can see the coordination that VKS has. They're really heading to one single but unite goal that they are trying to win against Weibo Gaming, such a strong team for today.
Yes, definitely. On Weibo Gaming, I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed on the first round. Maybe they're a little bit too nervous. I'm not sure it's the communication problem. Maybe they they're a little bit too aggressive, or it's just a little bit messy for me for Weibo Gaming.
And I feel like the drop actually stayed kind of like the same, right?
It's like a deja vu moment. I mean, look at
Yeah,
Arlie first pick.
Loom getting out again.
My Shinui, Musashi. This is going to be an exact copy of the first game.
Yeah. Are we just watching the replay?
Yeah. Is it the replay?
Okay.
Yo, someone wake me up here.
But this time we will game and go for some support else. That is a Zhangfei pick that I highly recommended, right? At the third place, because Zhangfei with this early, I don't think they are going to switch the lane. Maybe they will do it initially at the game, but as soon as they have the first lane at the mid, they will just switch back, because early with Zhangfei really need to outplay Lone at the early age. You need to shut that Lone down in the early game. Never let Lone to have those 3 items that he has.
Yes, also that Siege Breaker, just wow, perfect match for Saucer. Saucer did a really, really good job. 6 kills in that game, and I feel like, you know, he's really confident in this game. I feel like VKS trying to do the same strategy, might be like, you know, change it up little, you know, try to surprise Weibo Gaming in this game point match for VKS.
Then Sumi might be the choice again.
Yeah, maybe they can change it. I mean, they're really, really good with the strategy they're good with, so selecting the same hero might be a little bit better for VKS.
I feel like it depends. If VKS is kind of like team fight oriented, they can go for the Sun Bing. If they're trying to build up a winning lane, they may go for Taiyan. But just like VKS, they usually do, always keep their eyes on those team fights.
Yeah, and they got their eyes on the prize, and that's going to be that 2-0 they are looking for right now. Look at here, stripping up again, but look at here, Weibo Gaming, get the Charlotte right here, a little bit different. Also, that Zhangfei might be a little bit better choice, because Zhangfei is going to be more protective of Arlie in the beginning. And definitely, you know, Nora mentioned, they need to have that early advantage against Lone. Try to put this Lone down as early as possible. Make sure that Lone wasn't happening like what happened in the first match.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking about what might be the jungler for Weibo Gaming. They go for this Jhin again. I mean, like, Kongling, he performed quite well in the game 1, because he actually did a nice invasion and also did a lot of insecure. And you can see he's always hiding in these bushes, right? Trying to make something happen. But the thing is that we mentioned about the coordination that Weibo Gaming has for game 1, and also a little bit miscommunicated.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like all the calculation was there, but it's just a little bit off. I wasn't really feeling right. I mean, this is not the Weibo Gaming I used to know. I mean, maybe they got a little bit overconfident right here. Their scores is like really, really good in the group stage, but this is totally different. This is the quarterfinals right now, so they need to step it up.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can feel the mechanics that they got again in game 1. So this time, if they really put themselves together and really just, you know, play as a team and, you know, bring more synergy to it, I would say this composition, this draft sounds very solid to me.
Yeah, I was rooting for, you know, Weibo Gaming in the beginning, but right now I changed my mind. I'm rooting for the underdog right now. I'm rooting for VKS.
Let's go, VKS.
Let's go, VKS. Let's get it.
Yeah, they're really impressive for today. And I do like the quality, you know, the best quality that seems from Brazil, including Loops and VKS. Their best quality is that they always perform better than the screen when they're on the stage.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of like born to be in this kind of vibe, you know, everyone cheering with them. The interview that Danny did before, he told us that for day 1, VKS play at the stream B, so they actually didn't go into this big stage, this venue, but for day 2, they coming back and they won against Kagendra for the last game, bought their tickets, getting into the quarterfinal. To see, like, the vibes arena really helped them to really get into the mood.
Yeah, I know, man. And I feel like they play really, really well under pressure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure. Everybody's looking at you, and definitely they get that energy going. Once they have the pressure, I feel like they're going to be playing a lot better here.
Exactly.
And we are jumping into our game 2 here. Game point here for VKS. Let's see how they do. I might feel like, you know, Weibo Gaming is going to slow down a bit. They try to, you know, recover from the first round. I mean, they're still licking the wound right now, so they need to strategize something right away, or else game point right here is going to be really, really important for them to win this match.
And it's gonna be a snap kill for this Mike, for this Nyap, for this Byron.
Ooh, I don't know what happened right here. It might be a slight communication problem here. I mean, you know, Charlotte jumped in, but there's already like 3 heroes right here of VKS on the other side, ready to put this Charlotte down. First blood here for VKS. VKS is on a roll right now.
it's totally different. It's totally different right now. One is using his mobility, try to, you know, provide more vision control for VKS. But to be honest, for the opening set, I'm kind of confused about what Weibo Gaming did because they let Arlie to play at the top lane.
Yes.
Play against Byron. Byron is the strongest man on the side of VKS in the early game. So why would they put their best weapon to play against VKS best weapon on the top as the opening? It didn't make sense to me, to be honest.
Exactly, you know, putting your weakest target on the top lane, but here the battle's gonna be happening.
Oh, the second ability!
Tried to run away, but the second ability will compensate for all the damage. Definitely Shunbin is gonna be a late game crazy support. I mean, it's gonna be really nice because their composition is actually super good, and also that loan is gonna back all the damages up. Yeah, as long as the loan stay protected. I mean, this game is probably going to end up like the first game in VKS. They're going to get the victory if that loan stays really healthy.
And I mean, in the early game, Long can just, you know, play defensively at the bottom, you know, no border, and one always rotating down, try to guarantee the vision control for Sasa, and that's it. They don't really need to attack in the early game on the side of VKS. Instead, the pressure's on Weibo Gaming. So again, why did they switch the lane at the very first beginning? Let this early pick, the strongest person on the side of Weibo Gaming in the early game to be played as a top.
Yeah.
It really didn't make sense to me, but right now, check VKS, they're already getting into those jungles on the side of Weibo
this is
Gaming.
trouble. Fair for Jin. Jin trying to struggle, using the ultimate, going back and forth, but still gets knocked out here by 3 man of VKS. The invasion is coming in super strong right now. Also, it's going to be trouble for Greedy at the top lane. Charlotte trying to go in to clean up some damage, try to salvage the situation right here. But VKS actually know that they're coming and they are running away. They're going with the retreat here. You know, they went in, they got the job down, and they need to bounce.
It's totally worthwhile for VKS that they sacrifice mana, this support, to trade for the blue buff from the core player on the side of Weibo Gaming. They took the blue buff away from Jin, which is really painful for Jin to farm up well in the early game because he needs the cooldown reduction and also the mana recovery from this blue buff in the early game.
Yeah, that trade was pretty worth it here. Support for jungle here. I'm not sure what Weibo Game is doing right now, but they need to pick up the pace right here. Another
Arlie!
Arlie's going down. This is going to be atrocious. This is going to be really devastating here for Weibo Gaming. Losing this Arlie in the beginning, he's going to lose out a lot of gold here on JD. I mean, he's not going to be here while Lone Saucer here getting a lot of gold. Also, they're getting this Tyrant here on the river control side. So everything going so well for VKS and Weibo Gaming. Definitely, they need to get on the car right now. They need to get on the pilot seat to get their game going.
Exactly, and first Tyrant still go for VKS. I feel like everything just going in the right way for VKS to do, right? And you can see the synergy that they have. Each movement that they did, they make it as a group. So actually, each tussle that we can see are happening with the advantage that VKS has.
Yeah, I feel like VKS definitely like all their moves are kind of synergizing together. Synchronization and communication is like really good here on the side of VKS. So definitely Weibo Gaming needs to, you know, figure out a way to slow, you know, VKS down, because VKS definitely not going to give you any time right here. The battle 2v2 on top here. Mirror Blade going in with the ultimate here, going in. The damage is good, but it's not going to be enough because in the beginning, he does not have that economic to begin with.
And again, Weibo Gaming chose the wrong person in the early game. We mentioned it again and again that Jin or Charlotte or this Jumpy or this Zari, they really need to go for this Mai or Lone in the early game because Niap, as he's playing this Byron on the top side, and he's going to do a solo. This Zhangfei is breaking out his ulti, just trying to get the Mai down.
Oh, that mistake. I'm not sure. I feel like Junpei, you know, it wasn't really necessary for that move right there, but only chasing one target, and that character is Mai. I mean, like, you really can't really catch this Mai Shinui.
Exactly. I mean, you don't have sufficient damage dealt, you don't have any controllability, and I feel like the main thing that Weibo Gaming need to do right now is trying to calm down.
Yeah, I feel
They
like
really need to calm down right now. I know that they're under huge pressure because they getting into the quarterfinal with a 4-1 win. And to be honest, so far, the game that they play against KPL Dream Team was the best game that we can see, right? Played by them because they actually take down the mid lane tower first than KPL Dream Team does. So everyone think Weibo Gaming has the biggest chance to, get 1 point from KPL Dream Team. But right now, I feel like they are really lost in the game right now.
I feel like they're a little bit lost on the mentality side. I mean, their mindset is kind of still in that game number 1. So they need to toss away that mindset. They need to get a new mindset for this game. It's not over until it's over right now. Weibo Gaming has to get back on the pilot seat, as I mentioned earlier. And I feel like that mistake in the early game where Arlie went top, it's gonna haunt them right now. I mean, they're fighting their demons right now, but they're trying their best to hold on.
And the reason why we're bringing this topic on the table is because I don't think that Weibo Gaming can't contest VKS with this kind of composition, because this time they go with this Charlotte and Zhang Fei, which can be more solid than the one that they chose for game 1. So they can be really powerful in the mid game. So right now with this double smite on the side of Weibo Gaming, they need to slow their pace down and try to sneak into VKS jungle, because they can do great stuff with that double smite and try to take all of those boss and monsters away from VKS.
Yeah, all they need to do is slow down, use the smite at the right time. But right here, Princess Falls getting damaged and getting burst down here. But who's gonna protect him? No one right here, and the mid laner goes down. Guhai looking really troublesome. Weibo Gaming is struggling right now.
It's kind of like a one-way game in favor of VKS on the mental side, to be honest. And VKS just brought that momentum into the game and executed as such a beautiful play. Everyone just played it in quite a nice order. Everyone just doing their own job. Sasa never to be overcommitted, as he thought that he is capable enough right now to do those damage out. So instead, Sasa is always behind all of his teammates. Just check his positioning, right? Always keep him as a safe setting.
Yeah, I feel like VK is definitely in the zone today. Something is different about VKS. I'm not sure it has to do with their coaches, the pep talk, but they're feeling a lot better here. The performances, like mentality-wise, mindset-wise, and the coordination, and not to mention about the execution. Super great here for the side of VKS. So definitely Weibo Gaming need to jump back into that phase how they did in the group stage here.
Yeah. And I mean, the 10 minutes mark might be the turning point for Weibo Gaming right now. So before the 10 minutes mark, they should just slow down a little bit. And this is a really nice chance that JD catch.
Yes, great chance. Knocking out here Byron on the top side here. The Flash also exhausted here, so that is a good trade. But look here, Maishune jumped in. VKS is back on the row, and here's going to be Zhang Fei using the ultimate a little bit too late here. That's going to be a little bit troublesome on Weibo Gaming. Their mid lane goes down, and their mid tower also goes down as well in the process here. It's going to be a little bit of trouble here. Saucer still getting the kill. Arlie also got the kill as well, but still, I feel like the goal is a little bit higher for Lone here compared to Arlie.
And again, it's getting closer to the 10 minutes mark. It's like Weibo Gaming is kind of like jinxed by this 10 minutes mark. And Danny, he can't get away with the help of Sun Bin that he provided. So I would say Weibo Gaming, they need to pull themselves again. And right now you can see Kunling getting his hand on this Dark Tyrant. Will they make it? Will they just rush to the Tyrant? Nice one!
Nice. I feel like, they can go into battle anytime here with that Tyrant buff. It's going to have, extra movement speed, extra damage. So, I feel like it's a good moment here for Weibo Gaming to take chances. I mean, in first game, you lost. The second game, definitely game point, you have to try your best. And this is going to be the moment, or else you probably won't step on the battle stage again after this game.
VKS tried to do the Dragon trade, but with no ulti on the side of Weibo Gaming. Charlotte find a really nice angle, but he's gonna be the target from Adani. Musashi just dashed in, used his ulti to lock him down, and here comes Jing, Kunling.
Oh, Lone jump in on the backside here. 2-1 ultimate and go in after versus Frost, but no one's going to be there to protect him. And Weibo Gaming is getting their zone back on track right now. Look at here, the kill on Colleen, the kill on the Tyrant. They're going to have a lot more damage here. However, the Dragons are moving in. I feel like it's not going to be a big problem for Weibo Gaming. They got their mojo back right here. They're going for the invasion here. Here's going to be Mirrorblade going in, taking the red away from VKS. So yeah, Weibo Gaming is bouncing back right now. Good news.
This is much better for them today.
Yes, I feel like I like this intensity battle.
And now we are getting into the game.
Yeah, now it's the main
yeah.
show here.
Okay, let's go. Weibo Gaming play against VKS. It's pretty even right now because you can see from that kind of trap that they did, from that kind of engagement that Weibo Gaming did, they just even up the goal difference right now. And what's better for Weibo Gaming is that they got those towers in lead.
Ooh, Charlotte doing a lot of damage here. A lot of damage reduction. He's going to remain alive. Ollie going to come in to help. It's 3v3. Junfei using the ultimate. It can save the whole team, but Ollie goes down. Lone can kick him out. But there's too many people of VKS surrounding this point, and G is a little bit too late at the battle scene, but maybe going for a flank towards the back. Also, the tier 2 tower is going to fall for VKS. That's going to be a good news here for Weibo Gaming. The jungle is going to be opening up. I feel like the objectives are easier to grab here for Weibo Gaming after they take down the minions lanes, also on the top side. Also, yeah, good news for Weibo Gaming. They took out a lot of those objectives, and yeah, Weibo Gaming definitely bouncing back.
I mean, definitely, vision is wide open for Weibo Gaming, but on the side of VKS, you can see the beautiful coordination that they had, right? Here's the detail. As Mai and Musashi is targeting at the Charlotte, the rest of the team member didn't really rush into that engagement. Instead, they are waiting for Arlie to come back. They're just, trapping this Arlie, and by guarding his umbrella, his parasol, they can just easily take that Arlie down in this kind of messy thing.
Yes, and I feel like, a little bit slow down for Weibo Gaming, and that's a good thing, actually. They do not want to rush. They do not want to be too hasty here. Try to find out their center position. Also on the back lane, also get more information. Where is this lone right here? And here is going to be Jing using the bushes, try to cover himself. Also, try to clean the minions lane first and go back and reunite with their teammates to try to, getting an ace. Try to get an ace here if possible for Weibo Gaming to end the game.
At this point, Weibo Gaming might go for those 4-1 push, like only to, snap one lane on the other side of the map. And for VKS, they really need to, play together.
Oh, maybe the smite coming in from Junfei, but it's not going to be good here. VKS took the Tyrant here. I mean, they can't find a way to fight back here. I mean, they have the possibility, but they still going to be, remaining safe and coming back. Try to clean the minions first before engaging into a huge fight.
And that's the reason why VKS should move as a group right now, because as long as the Sunbin is alive, they can just be sustainable during this engagement. And right now, it's going to be a flash with Sasa. Long coming in and use the ulti.
I like that
to fly away
here, from Weibo Gaming. They kind of baited out the ultimate here of Danny. I mean, Danny used the Blood Rage to use it to escape away. So yeah, that was a really great spacing here by both team here. And yeah, using the ultimate, using the abilities to get away, but no casualty here so far. So I'm just waiting for that big fight to happen. Everybody is waiting for the ultimate to get ready. I'm just waiting for that big fight to end the game here.
And Siege Breakers already.
Yes. Already you got the Eternity Blade, you got the Master Sword. The damage is so high right now on Lone. He basically one hit anyone here on Weibo Gaming, and is going to take down a lot of that health bar.
Both team might go for a little bit micro right now on the map, because Weibo Gaming can do this 4-1 push, like only to push one lane at the bottom, and VK is always trying to guarantee each mutual objectives that they can.
Oh, they're gonna get this dragon, but they're gonna lose that top lane tower here.
They can release the vanguards at the bottom, so no worries about the lane that.
Oh, just
that's the strategy that they're executing right now, and they're even heading on the top lane high ground tower. Get a really nice kill upon the Charlotte.
Oh, the ultimate break up from Junfei, but Loon is going to remain safe. But look at here, Jing from the backline with the flank goes in with the ultimate. Loon almost getting taken out, but it's not going to be enough. Jing goes back, Jing goes down. 3 enemies are down here for BKS, and they might be taking down the high ground tower as well. The Dragon are moving in. It's going to be a repeat from the last game. 2 members of Weibo Gaming defending here. Arlie still defending, but Arlie almost get taken out. The Dragon are still moving in. Only Junfei are available.
Oh, the first ability just take down the possibility that BKS might have to take down the Crystal on the side of Weibo Gaming. Nice try for the duel of JD and Nono.
Yes, but the Dragon took down the bottom lane high ground tower, and this might be so dangerous for Weibo Gaming. 2 high ground tower gone, and they only have 1 high ground tower in the middle lane. So that's going to be 2 super minion lanes on both sides. Really pressure here on Weibo Gaming right now.
They're being so I don't even know how to phrase this, because they are playing a smart way on the side of BKS. Instead of chasing that Jin up, they are trying to get their hand on Guiyu, which was alone on the top side. And because they get that Dark Tyrant, they can just release those Vanguards at the bottom side and just help them to clean up those minions. So they really don't need to worry about that. And Danny being super excited.
Yeah, I can see. I feel like, yeah, the strategy was really good. You know, instead of going back for that Jing, they go for the objectives and release that Shadow Vanguard on the bottom side of the lane. So they don't have to even go back to the lane and defend. So right now, it's great strategy. BKS, they need to keep it up right here. Guiyu try to go in, but it's not going to be enough here. So much damage. Niup going down, but resurrecting. Loon stays alive, but JD already went down. Loon is unstoppable right now, and his damage is on point. But here's the resurrecting coming in from Loon. Still alive here, going in. This might be it for BKS. BKS pushing it in. This is going to be the chance to kill, but Weibo Gaming is still defending. Junfei, only Kunling, and Junfei left.
And
it's going to be a really damage.
The solo is still keeping out the junglers. The mass battle is going to be a solo, and it's going to be Danny being unstoppable. It is a 0-4 trade in favor of BKS, and right now reaching their match point. Only a support remaining there. No words at all. It's going to be BKS being the winner.
Let's go. Congratulations to Vivo K-Stars for getting that 2-0.